After you turn 80, life changes in ways you never truly expect. The world looks the same from your window. The sky still stretches wide. The seasons still turn in rhythm. But something quiet shifts inside you. Time begins to move differently. The days are slower, yet the years vanish faster. The people you once called every week are harder to reach. The mirror shows an older reflection, yet the person inside feels timeless. No one really prepares you for this stage. The deep stillness, the moments of wonder, and the silent struggles that come along. Aging is both a privilege and a challenge. It's the final act of a long play, filled with memories, wisdom, and emotions that most can't fully comprehend unless they've lived it. But let's be honest. There are realities after 80 that are not easy to face. They're not often talked about, not in books, not in family conversations, not even in the comforting words of doctors, and yet they are as real as breath. Today we're going to uncover 6 brutal truths that life after 80 brings. Truths that may sound harsh but carry the seed of understanding and strength. Because when we know what to expect, we can meet these changes not with fear, but with grace. Reality 1. The silent disappearance of friends. As you cross 80, one of the first realities that hits you isn't about your body. It's about loss. Not just the loss of energy or mobility, but the quiet disappearance of friends, the voices that once filled your life. You start noticing the empty seats at gatherings, the missed calls that will never return, the familiar names you once dialed without thinking, the laughter, the shared jokes, the promises of see you next week. They start to fade like echoes down a long hallway. At first, you try to brush it off, but then, one day, you find yourself sitting in silence, realizing how much smaller your world feels. The conversations that once gave life its rhythm are now memories, precious, but distant. This is one of aging's hardest truths, not just loneliness, but absence. It's not only about being alone, it's about realizing that the people who understood your past are no longer here to share your present. But here's the healing truth. Friendship doesn't die. It simply transforms. The love you shared remains in your stories, in your lessons, in the warmth you give others. You may not be able to create decades-long friendships now, but you can still create moments of meaning. Talk to your grandchildren about your adventures. Smile at your neighbor. Join a senior circle, a book club, a small prayer group, or even an online community. Your wisdom still has a place in this world, but it must be shared to stay alive. Because when you give connection, you receive life in return. Reality 2. The shrinking world. After 80, your world doesn't vanish overnight. It simply gets smaller. The steps you used to take so easily become careful calculations. The errands that took minutes now require planning. Traveling feels like climbing a hill that gets steeper each year. Suddenly, your home becomes both a sanctuary and a boundary. The outside world keeps rushing forward. Technology, trends, noise, speed, while you stand in the same spot, watching it drift away. You begin to avoid certain things, crowded places, unfamiliar streets, late outings. The radius of your comfort zone shrinks, and with it your sense of freedom. This is what I call the shrinking world. It's not about space, it's about opportunity. The world still exists, but it starts to move beyond your reach, and yet there is hope. You don't have to travel far to stay alive inside. The mind, the spirit, can expand even when the body can't. You can open a book and travel across centuries. You can watch a documentary and walk through ancient ruins. You can sit in your garden, listen to birds, and feel connected to everything that still breathes. Make your home a place of discovery. Create small rituals that keep you engaged. Write a daily journal. Plant herbs by your window or learn something new online. Remember, you don't have to go far to grow deep. The universe is still within you, waiting to be explored from wherever you sit. Reality 3. The body's quiet rebellion. There comes a time when your body, the same one that carried you for decades, begins to speak in whispers of pain, stiffness, or fatigue. It's not that it betrays you, it simply begins to ask for gentleness. The knees creak where they once climbed mountains. The hands tremble where they once created beauty. The eyes dim where they once sparkled with endless energy. This is not weakness. This is time speaking through the flesh. But it's hard, isn't it? Because inside you still feel young. You still think fast, dream big, and love deeply. But your body reminds you daily that it has limits now. And this gap between how you feel and what you can do can bring frustration, even grief. Yet there is wisdom in listening to your body. Every ache is not an enemy, it's a messenger, asking for care, patience, and gratitude. Treat your body like a sacred friend, not a failing machine. Feed it well, move it gently, let it rest. Celebrate what it can still do, instead of mourning what it can't. A slow walk under the morning sun, deep breathing before bed, stretching your hands toward the sky. These small acts become your rebellion against decay. They are not just physical motions. They are declarations that you are still here, still choosing life every day. Reality 4. The feeling of invisibility. After 80, something strange happens. People start talking around you, not to you. You become a background presence in conversations that once needed your opinion. You notice younger faces taking charge, making decisions for you, sometimes out of love, but often out of assumption. You feel the sting of being seen, but not heard. It's as if your decades of experience suddenly weigh less than a few minutes of youth. This feeling of invisibility can slowly erode confidence and dignity. It can make you question your worth in a world that worships speed, appearance, and productivity. But here's the truth. The world may overlook you, but wisdom never fades. Every scar, every triumph, every lesson you've lived through, they are treasures younger generations desperately need. So speak. Tell your stories. Write them down. When someone forgets to ask your opinion, give it anyway, gently. When they rush past you and smile, and remind yourself that you have seen more sunsets than they have yet to dream of. You are not invisible. You are timeless. You are a living library of humanity. And even if few come to borrow from it, your presence still enlightens the room you're in. Reality, the weight of memories. By 80, your mind becomes a museum, filled with rooms of memories, both beautiful and painful. You carry the laughter of your youth, the tenderness of your first love, the tears of loss, and the countless moments in between. But memories are not always gentle. Some come to you like sunlight, others like shadows. You may replay moments of regret, words you wish you could take back, chances you didn't seize. You may even begin to question your legacy, wondering if you did enough. If you loved enough, if your life truly mattered, this emotional weight can feel unbearable some days. But remember, memory is not meant to punish. It's meant to teach. Every moment you lived was part of your evolution. Every mistake was a stone on the path that led you here. Instead of fighting memories, honor them. Write them, share them, sing them if you must. Your stories are bridges. They connect generations. And when you speak them aloud, you lighten their weight and turn pain into purpose. You cannot rewrite your past, but you can redeem it by passing its lessons forward. Reality 6. The question of meaning. Perhaps the deepest struggle after 80 is not physical or emotional. It's existential. When the children are grown, the career is done. The roles fade away. Who are you now? When you no longer have a clear purpose assigned by society, where do you find meaning? This question can echo like a quiet ache in the heart. You may wake up some mornings wondering, why am I still here? But purpose is not something you retire from. It simply transforms. At this stage of life, your purpose is not to achieve, but to illuminate. You've gathered 8 decades of lessons, and now you can share them through kindness, mentorship, patience, or prayer. Even a gentle word to someone in pain, a smile to a stranger, or a story told to a grandchild can ripple across generations. You are no longer a builder of things. You are a builder of souls. Meaning at 80 is not found in doing more. It's found in being more present. Every breath you take is a continuation of the wisdom your life represents. Overcoming the 6 realities, a path to peace. So how do we face these 6 brutal truths? Loss, isolation, frailty, invisibility, heavy memories, and fading purpose without losing our spirit? The answer lies in 3 timeless practices: acceptance, connection, and gratitude. Acceptance does not mean surrender. It means seeing things as they are, without judgment. It means saying, yes, this is hard, but I can still find beauty here. When you accept, you stop fighting time and begin flowing with it. Connection is your lifeline. Never stop reaching out. Loneliness is the world's most silent epidemic, but connection is its cure. Call a friend, talk to a neighbor, hold someone's hand. The warmth of another soul is the most powerful medicine there is. And finally, gratitude. Each morning you wake up, whisper a quiet thank you. Thank your legs for carrying you this far, your eyes for showing you sunsets, your heart for beating through loss and joy alike. You may not have everything you once did, but you still have life, and that's a miracle. After 80, life is not about chasing what's gone. It's about cherishing what remains and realizing that even as your days grow shorter, your light can still grow stronger. You are not at the end of your story. You are at its most profound chapter. The one where meaning deepens, love matures, and wisdom finds its purest voice. Yes, there are brutal realities, but there is also breathtaking beauty in surviving them. Because you, my friend, are a living testament to endurance. You have weathered time, loss, and change, and you are still here. And as long as you are here, you have something sacred to offer the world. Your presence, your truth, your peace. So sit by your window, breathe the quiet air, and know your life even now is still teaching others how to live, not by words, but by the calm grace of being. This is Elder Echoes, where every wrinkle tells a story, Every silence carries wisdom, and every soul still matters even after 80. For more videos, subscribe my channel.